Hello, Breeby Crafty here. It has been a while since I have posted anything on this channel. I know I don't usually post that much anyway. I'm trying to keep on it a little bit more so than what I normally have been. But lately I've actually started streaming. So if anyone is interested in that, you're welcome to go ahead and check me out on Twitch as Breeby Crafty Gamer. Or if you don't have a Twitch, I also have an alternative. I started posting it on YouTube as Breeby Crafty Gamer as well. Anyway, what I wanted to do today was actually go ahead and show a bit of sketching and tell a story. I thought that this particular story would be appropriate for the drawing that I'm doing now. Maybe I could have actually had a bit of a better base drawing because I wasn't really planning the story, but it was the closest thing I could think of off the top of my head that could probably relate a little bit. So hopefully you guys like it. One of the stories I wanted to share with you guys today, and it was going back in time for once when I was a little kid. And just to get it out of the way, though, we perceive things differently as children than what we do as an adult. So I know as an adult, some of the things that I have done was considered wrong. So please don't bash me for the kind of person what I was when I'm different for what I am today. So with that out of the way, I will continue with one of my stories. The story I choose to talk about today is when I was a kid, me and the other neighbor kids liked to go into abandoned homes that have been abandoned for years. And one of the homes that we decided to go into, we heard that there was ghosts. And as a kid learning about ghosts, we're curious about them, about what they are and stuff like that, and we wanted to find out more about this particular ghost that was in the home, this blue house, and we couldn't get into the house because it was locked. Obviously, you're not supposed to be trespassing, but us children decided to break a window, and one of us, I can't remember who, decided to crawl in to unlock the door from inside. Now, I believe that it was me and my middle brother, and I've given him the nickname Plum. I will explain details later about why he has that nickname. But anyway, me and my brother Plum go into this house with two other guys. I don't remember the other neighbor kids that went with us, but we're going through this house, and there's nothing really in there, though, except, cobwebs. And we heard that the ghost was in the basement, is what the story goes. And we decided to explore through the home to find a way to get into the basement. And propped the door open and made our way down. And I remember me and my brother both got cobwebs all over our face because I guess how long that house has been abandoned. At least we didn't have spiders in our hair, I guess. But as we go on down, this is the first time ever I can actually document that I have felt shivers down my spine. I have never felt this feeling before, and we make it to the bottom part of the basement, and I tell one of the kids, and I said, I just felt some kind of weird shiver go down my back, and they're like a shiver down your spine kind of thing feeling, and I said, yeah, sort of like that. And then they all stopped and look at each other, and are like, we need to get out of here. And everybody decided to go bolting out of the house. And get it, as we were outside of the house, one of the kids, he's like, a ghost just went through you. That's why you felt that shiver and everything. Oh my gosh. And it was a bit of a terrifying experience, but as of years go by, we never wanted to go back to that house ever again. There was a garage that wasn't even attached to the house that we would sometimes throw rocks in and break the windows and everything, and probably still play in the garage, but we never went back in the house. And even to this day, I still have nightmares, which is oddly enough, about that house. Sometimes whenever I go to some kind of in my dreams, I go to an amusement park and it gets late and I have to make my way home, and something is following me in the dreams, and I find myself hiding in that house to get away from whatever was following me, and then I'm like trapped in the house. I cannot unlock the door. The windows can't even be touched, and I'm just stuck, and I'm trying to fight to get out. And I even try to find a light source because it's like almost pitch black, except for the little bit of the moonlight that comes out of the window. And then sometimes I would hesitate about being close to the windows because I don't want the thing that's following me to see me in the house. That's some of the dreams I've had. There was another one where I'm trying to get out of the house. I'm trying to remember a little bit. There was a kid. I turned around and see them. They're not saying anything. They're just staring. And I look out the window of the door and can't seem to open it. And suddenly the house catches on fire. So I don't know what these dreams mean or anything. But that's just some of the dreams I've had of that house. And nowadays, I know trespassing is wrong. Don't do it, kids. You can get in serious trouble. But whenever I was a child, I always thought of it as some kind of an adventure, discovering something new. It isn't like we're gonna go voyaging in the middle of the seas or anything, so I figured this was the next best thing. And that wasn't the last time we went into an abandoned home, because as rotten as kids as we were, we always went to exploring more. I do want to apologize for the ending footage of the video. Whenever I was recording this, I didn't realize my battery had died, and by the time I did realize, I was almost done with it, and then I started adding extra details, which I might as well had started recording it again anyway. But hopefully in the future I'll get better with this recording stuff. Also, I'd like to add though, I am still working on trying to get better at animations, but being that I have never dabbled in that stuff before, it's probably going to take me a little bit to learn it. I'm just trying to do the basics, and maybe I could do some storytellings that way in the future. But for now, I'm just going to try to draw or craft and do storytellings on top of that if I can. If not, play music. If not, I will try to describe what's going on in the scene. I do have some other craft videos that I have in store that I would like to start doing. I'm just mapping everything out. So hopefully those will come soon in the future. And hopefully you guys all enjoy what I do provide. Thank you guys all for watching, and have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be. Stay safe out there, guys. It's been pretty crazy.